Why was Joy Reid of MSNBC fired several days ago?
It's very interesting because there is a contest going on in MSNBC, which is pro-democratic and pro the status quo, the financial status quo of the media. You understand? And she was very vociferous, very outspoken about fairness, justice, the consciousness of racism, and so on and so forth. And they don't like that right now.
Well, it happened on the heels of Donald Trump ranting at Comcast and MSNBC about Alex and of Joy. And they both were, well, Joy was fired and Alex was reissued a different time slot. What's going to happen with Rachel Maddow?
It is very dicey with her. She's extremely, if you look at it from the Trumpian side of things, she is very dangerous. You understand that? She's speaking against Trump. Well, Joy also did, but she also worked behind the scenes in a very staunch way to undo some of the power structures that were going on. Rachel's being a little bit more circumspect, is not doing it that way, although she is speaking outwardly. She will get released in a short time. However, we do say to you there's a possibility that Mr. Trump will be released.
And how does that come about, MIRICRIS?
Well, there's going to be, you understand, we're talking about the volatility all over the world in this subject, not only just in America. And in America, we're talking about the number of people that are in positions that are highly regarded and so on, and that there is some deep delving, undoing of the clay feet that he has and the kind of treasonous activity he's trying to set up in America. And there are those who will not tolerate that, but they're using a very, what would you call it, surreptitious, sneaky, stealthy way of finding enough against him that will undo him, and to show that he is working against America in a huge way will suddenly have him completely moved out of position. Suddenly, probably be April.
April, wow, it's right around the corner. Is this, we discussed this before, and we know it's a changing target always, and we have to explore this. That's why we ask this question repeatedly. Will it be through impeachment? Is it going to be through discovering the election fraud? Or is it physical removal?
Not just discovering the election fraud, because many know what it is, but pulling the plug on some of the underpinning power structures that are keeping him in place. There are several that are being brought down, and once that happens, it'll be easier to dismantle his position. Mr. J.D. Vance is dangerous, but he is going to be removed from office as well.
Wow. This is amazing. This is where people-powered movement, this is where the people-powered movement really...
And remind yourself, Lori, that we're speaking of stealthily people are undermining. They have to be that way because they'll get stopped, you see?
Right. Are they feeding him misinformation? Consciously in order to undo him?
Partially. No, we're seeing more like it's the real information, but who is holding up the lies for him, that is going to get pulled down.
How many of these appointees in his cabinet will be part of that pulling him down?
We say eight.
Wow.
9, 10, possibly 10.
That's a lot.
There are a lot of people that do not want the collapse of America. You understand that?
Right.
They might seem right-wing, but they don't want the collapse of America. And this is what's going to happen. That's what's happening right now, is it's like it's a shell It's kind of a wobbly, thin shell in places of what it was or what it purports to be. You understand that?
Mhm.